I want to offer you an example of instances where we may think we're being perceived one way and that we're acting one way, when in actuality, that we're actually being perceived totally differently. I was working with a senior leader in an organization who had received some 360-degree feedback. This person received his feedback report and was actually quite distraught at some of the feedback he received. And the reason was because he saw himself as someone who was incredibly people-oriented. He really cared about people. He liked people. And many of the actions that he took in his mind, or at least he believed, with people in mind over the task. On this 360 report, he was shocked when comment after comment after comment, there were comments like, he's so aloof, he doesn't care about people, he's not friendly, he's arrogant. Shocked. How could people think this? After digging a little bit and interviewing some people and looking behind the scenes at what was really going on here, why did people see him as aloof? Here's what we found. As most executives are, and you probably know this, I certainly know this, we're busy, very busy. And one of the things that he would do is he would be running from meeting to meeting to meeting. Sound familiar? You're going from one place to another. You're constantly on. He was constantly running here, running there. And where he was situated was in this hallway where there were all these cubicles of people that worked in his organization. And his office was in the corner. And he would be running down, not really literally running, but rushing down the hall to the conference room, back to his office to catch another meeting, back and forth. So he was constantly going up and down this corridor. And his head was always down. It was either in his phone, looking down about, okay, what's my next meeting? Or it was in thought of, oh, let me prepare myself because I've got the next meeting. Sound familiar? I mean, I'm sure many of us are in that mode, right? This, uh-oh, what am I doing next? Where am I, right? Right. However, all the people sitting around him and the people walking by would be looking at him and they would be smiling or they would try to acknowledge him. He didn't even see them. So all of those interactions were basically, I don't see you. He never looked up. He didn't look at people and smile. He didn't say, hey, how you doing? Anything, because he was always rushing. There you go. Day after day, all of these people were forming this impression of him being aloof, that he didn't have the time for them, that he didn't care about them, that he couldn't even stop to say hello. Now, did he intend that? Absolutely not. As a Power Presence Makeover moment for him was, slow down. Look at your surroundings. How do you want people to see you? If you don't want them to see you as aloof, then your behaviors have to match that. And those are the behaviors all the time. So people are watching you all the time. Just a simple tweak. Power Presence Makeover for him was, okay, I need to slow down. It's okay if I'm 5 minutes late for a meeting. I can walk, I can smile, I can turn around, I can acknowledge people, I can say hello. Shocking, the difference in perception. Just that little tweak. Being conscious versus unconscious. Every single moment, you have a choice in what you say, what you do, and how you make people feel. Pause and make those choices wisely and intentionally, because those choices, every single moment, are who you become.